Last year doesn't matter. You start from a clean slate, and we have a lot to prove. We didn't love how the season ended last year, and so we have a lot to prove this year, and the guys should be motivated, hungry, and chip on their shoulder to keep getting better for sure.
It's a long summer. You don't play a game for nearly 6 months. Kind of look at the loss we had to Cornell, and it's 2 years making the NCAA tournament, coming up short on years that we've had 1 seeds both years. You really got to keep it in your mind. Like I'm training as hard as I possibly can to make sure that when I get to April next year, we can do something about it.
You got to treat every day like it's a game. Like you got to prepare, you got to eat well, sleep well, hydrate, and it's like preparing for the national championship the next day when you go into practice.
Make sure you're putting that extra work in, whether it's on the ice or in the gym or in the shooting or whatever it is. It makes you want to go do that extra work because you remember that feeling, and remember just not wanting to feel that again.
Competition is the #1 driver of development, and that's what's going to make our team grow and improve.
We've won a lot of hockey games in the last few years here, and the guys have done a good job of focusing on things that matter, but there's also outside noise, and when you get a little bit better, you can fall in love with that outside noise, right? And so we got to just focus on things that matter, and that's getting better every day, and that's our goal as a staff, right? Every day we come to work, we want to try to help our guys improve, and if we can help our group improve, we got a chance to be a pretty good hockey team.
We were warming up in the gym, and they were waiting outside to get in the building. So anytime you see fans waiting outside to get in the building, they show up early every single game. It gets you a little bit more excited, and it makes you want to play, for something bigger.
Love it. We get to come today, pick up our jerseys. We get to, go on the ice with the team, get a picture too. And I don't know, I think it's cool that we get the opportunity to hang out with the guys and meet them before the season even starts, because at a professional level, at how high these guys play, it just feels crazy that we get the opportunity to come meet them and just hang out with the guys,
We brought Sharpies because we're excited to meet everybody and get stuff signed, but I went to a few games last year, and it was just a lot of fun, so I'm excited that I got tickets this season.
Me and my roommate were in the same room together, and they sold out in 2 minutes. I got them and he didn't. I'm insanely lucky.
We're all gonna get it. Come on, guys.
It's unbelievable. We know how important the fans are to us, and obviously they do a good job of supporting us every single night. And to be able to get out here and kind of talk with them and connect with them, it's special. They're special to us, so being able to connect with them is pretty cool.
But we're focused on being the best team in college hockey, right? And you guys have done a great job of being the best student section in college hockey. I think you look at how fast it sold out. Pretty special. Now we need you to be here. We need you to be loud and continue to make it the toughest place to play in college hockey. Sound good? Yeah!
All right, we're at the 12 Apostles, and this is the Razorback.
Let's go.
Oi!
Oi.
Oi! Oi, oi, oi!
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so it was actually a little bit last minute, so the decision had to be made by, I think it was Thursday, and me and Melissa had talked on Monday. Kind of all happened pretty quickly, but it was honestly a great experience and something that I'll remember forever. It was just an unreal time over there in Australia.
The study abroad program that we have, we send students to Australia. Usually we have about 50 students that go, and anywhere from 2 to 10 student athletes will go each year. The program is based on Australia history, as well as their importance on sports.
Trying to catch a bag without cracking it, okay? So like soft hands.
At first I was maybe I'll go, maybe not, because obviously being from Europe, I don't have that much time at home, so I want to utilize that time. But eventually I decided to go. It was me and Tiernan Chowdy, and I think it was a great decision for me.
Hey guys, it's been a travel day here. We've seen a lot of beautiful parts of Australia. We've made some friends here with Chowd and everyone, and we've been having a great day.
They go to Melbourne and to Sydney. They take an Australian history course, and a lot of that is not in the classroom. So obviously they're going to have the classroom experience. They have to do presentations and things like that. But then they do a lot of field trips.
We're here at Marvel Stadium where they play Australian football. They play a lot of different sports here, I guess, which is pretty cool. And just cool that they can have so many different teams in these locker rooms. They keep it pretty generic so they can have whatever team they want here. And the lights change the team's color and stuff. And I think it's just cool how versatile they keep it all. And that just anybody can play pretty much a lot of different sports and anybody can play here, which is cool.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that they're giving us this whole tour, and I'm excited to see what's next.
You can go wherever you want in the field. I gave a presentation about the AFL today, which is Australian Football League, and just kind of was given some basic rules on what goes on and how big it is around here in Melbourne.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. You did a great job.
I think they really, really enjoyed it. You know, they get to do a lot of cool things that you're not normally going to do. They get to see the wildlife, they got to pet and feed koalas and kangaroos. So they get to do a lot of different things, but it's also, they're learning so much about the Australian culture and the people there.
Put the camera away. At least send it to Will.
At the time I was a little bit nervous about missing, whether it's workouts or skating or whatever it may be, but Nighty being very supportive, even Will too, he was very accommodating. I texted him probably all hours in the night and stuff like that, and he's still answering right away because I kind of sometimes would forget I'm 16 hours ahead in Australia there. So he was very accommodating, just made a smooth transition.
I was fortunate to do my master's degree in England and was able to travel and do some things that at this point in my life I just can't afford the time to do. So I was proud of them for making that choice to go, and assured them we would get it done no different than we would here, right? They did a great job communicating, hey, in these cities I have these facilities, this equipment, what can I do? And then we communicate and adjust and make sure they've got a great plan just as they would here. And early on the training's a little more general anyway, they're not on the ice as much, so in our macro and our calendar it worked out really well.
Michigan State does an unbelievable job of providing opportunities for student athletes, right, to experience more than just their sport. I think sometimes, especially as coaches, right, we're so wired of hockey, and we want to make sure our guys know that, hockey's not the most important thing in their life, right, and so trying to get them as much exposure to different things and to have the resources that we have at our university to go over there and kind of see a different light of the world, and, it's one of the many unique things about playing at Michigan State.
I met so many people, great friends, and it was a great time. I ended up being there only for 2 weeks. Tiernan ended up staying for the whole month, and I think I can speak for both of us. It was a great decision.
Right away, I think it's just the people, and it's funny, these are Michigan State people, people that I could have met here, and I had to go all the way to Australia to meet them, but I think just the people and the friends that I made, I still talk to most of them. The trip itself was unreal. Just with all the people and then all the stuff we were doing, it was honestly just so much to do and just such a blast and something I'll never forget for sure.
Every year we've taken a step, and I think we do a good job here of not being driven by outcomes but driven by process, and I was very proud of our process, and obviously only one team gets to end the season happy, but I think we had a lot to be proud of, but still a ton to improve on. So I think that being said, it's not reinventing the wheel, it's not hitting the panic button, but it's just looking for ways we can continue to take steps. And that was really my focus going into the offseason, is how can we build on the success we've had, ultimately chasing greater success.
You get in the gym over summer and it's go time right away. There's no hesitation, there's intent behind everything we do. We're going to do it to the best of our ability, and you're going to show up and you're going to get better every single day.
We think we got a group that if we play the best we can, we got a chance to win a lot of hockey games, but I give credit to the staff and the guys. They've done a great job of buying into that, and it's a simple mindset, but also understanding that's the highest standard, right, is can we be our best, not just on Friday or Saturday, right, it's during the week and practice and getting better, and so far we have a group of guys that have done that.
We've recruited a super competitive team with talent and ability and character, and everyone knows every single day they need to bring it. Our staff included, we need to be prepared. Everyone's going that extra mile and trying to get that 1% better.
Obviously, we want to win every game we play in, and that's the goal, but we're not into stealing games. We want to earn wins and do it because we played our best and we dictated how the game's played. And is that going to happen every night? No, but I do think you can have that mindset every day in practice, and you get to the weekend, and more times than not, the weekend will take care of itself.
What we do isn't easy, especially on a daily basis. We're always going hard. It's strenuous on your body, it's strenuous on your mind, but there's a purpose, and we want to be the best, and that's the way we're going to be the best.
We tell our guys that we actually play to a higher standard than the scoreboard. The scoreboard sometimes is going to say we lost a game or we could play good, and the scoreboard could say we won, and we don't think we played that good. So really trying to get the guys to understand that the standards of playing your best. We think we got a group that if we play the best we can, we've got a chance to win a lot of hockey games.
The way we go about things is tough already, and I think just continuing to focus on the daily keys and the blue-collar hockey and continue to push that message forward and be our best every day.
You just kind of put your head down and work, and you got to trust the process, and the expectation has been met because we haven't won a national championship yet, but that's what we're going for.